The Amazon River. Would you believe a giant fish could actually drown without air? Meet the arapaima, Earth's largest freshwater monster, 10 feet long, over 400 pounds. In the dry season, trapped in shrinking lagoons, they must surface every 15 minutes for oxygen. And that is when the hunters strike. With bulletproof scales evolved to withstand killer piranhas, catching them is pure warfare. Dare to face this armored beast from a flimsy canoe? It takes 3 men just to wrestle one inside. To catch it, ancient tribes used a coordinated fishing technique, listening for the fish's rumbling, breathing, then quickly seizing it against its tremendous, struggling power. This sparked a brutal 19th century arapaima gold rush. Western explorers hunted them relentlessly, staining the Amazon red and driving this prehistoric creature to the brink of extinction. Preservation or elimination? What would you choose?
Okay. How much does it weigh?
Today, it's a breathtaking survival ritual, one where a single 1,000-pound tail whip can shatter your boat and instantly turn the hunter into the hunted.
Show the tail. Tail very right.
Over 200 pounds. Oh!
Strip away scales as hard as iron armor, then skillfully glide the blade along the spine. Then the river monster meets the fire, 400 pounds of prehistoric muscle carved into glowing white flesh. One half becomes ceviche, lime, chili, garlic, and herbs soaking into the meat until the Amazon itself seems trapped inside every bite. Cold, sharp, wild. The rest simmers slowly in coconut milk and rich broth brewed from the creature's own bones. Giant flakes collapse apart like butter under heat. Sweet, smoky, impossible for something that once looked like a dinosaur. Just before sunrise, the reef begins to echo with a strange sound. The Humphead Parrotfish moves through the reef like a living bulldozer. Over 100 pounds of muscle, armed with a giant beak made from fused teeth strong enough to crack living coral apart bite by bite. But here's the strange part. This reef destroyer is also one of the reef's protectors. Every year, a single giant parrotfish can grind tons of coral into fine white sand while clearing algae that would otherwise suffocate the reef. And catching one is brutal. One diver, one breath, one spear gun. The moment the spear lands, the ocean explodes. The giant surges through coral with enough force to shred lines against the reef while the diver fights to hold on beneath the waves. For a few terrifying seconds, it stops feeling like fishing. It feels like wrestling a living wrecking ball underwater. So what is the Humphead Parrotfish really? A reef destroyer? Or the only thing keeping the reef alive? A steel cable was stretched to its limit. No one said a word. Because beneath, whatever was pulling against it was powerful enough to capsize the entire boat. The Mekong Giant catfish, the largest freshwater fish ever recorded. One historic catch weighed 646 pounds, as heavy as a grizzly bear. But the strangest part? This river monster has no teeth, no fangs, no killer instinct. Despite its enormous size, it survives almost entirely on algae and river plants.
อันนี้ลูกได้แล้วเชียดไม่ใช่ตัวเล็กนะใหญ่อันนี้ใหญ่นะใหญ่นี่ใหญ่นี่ถ่ายรูปได้เลย
In Thailand and Laos, fishermen once believed it was a sacred river spirit. Before hunting one, they built altars and prayed for permission from the river itself. Then came dams, overfishing, industrial collapse. 95% of the population vanished. Today, the Mekong Giant catfish is so rare that catching one illegally can lead to huge fines, even prison. So when a shadow the size of a motorcycle suddenly glides beneath the muddy water, nobody cheers. Because that's no longer just a fish. It's one of the last ghosts of the Mekong River. Think alien monsters only exist in the movies? Think again and take a look at this lancetfish. Its body is long and scaleless, its skin shimmers like a mirror, its dorsal fin flares out like a ghost ship, and scariest of all is a mouth packed with fangs as sharp as daggers.
Come on, kid, scoop!
Living 2,000 meters deep where all light dies, these assassins occasionally hitch a ride on tuna-long lines. Imagine reeling up a monster in the pitch black of night, with pitch black eyes staring dead at you. Would you be able to stand your ground? Despite looking incredibly badass, its flesh is loose like jelly because it's 95% water. Here's the crazy part. The second it's pulled onto the boat, its meat literally dissolves into mush within minutes, making it the ocean's ultimate uncookable fish. If you want to encounter the vampire kind of the ocean, you have to drop your line over 1,000 meters deep in the dead of night. Meet the Escolar, a midnight assassin with glowing neon blue eyes and skin as black as charcoal. They are hyper-aggressive, packing insane speed to hunt squid in the abyss. When hooked, this 100-pound beast doesn't leap into the air. It violently tears the line straight down, triggering a breathless battle of wits in the pitch-black ocean. Only the grittiest hunters can handle the raw pull of this haunting sea monster.
Like opaque white.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like good meat, actually.
The knife slides in, and instantly, something feels wrong.
Oh yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad. Scales are small.
I'll tell you what. Is it like a mahi where you gotta go up and over?
The meat is ghost white, soft, oily, almost jiggling like blubber with every cut. Then, thud.
Whoa, look at that meat.
Honestly, just take the top line.
The blade slams into a massive spine buried deep inside the fish, while thick oil coats the cutting board like melted wax.
And that might be the only...
Inside the stomach, squid, half-digested fish, anything unlucky enough to disappear into the abyss with it.
Oh God, dude, the lens.
The Escolar is carefully scored first, allowing soy sauce to seep deep into the flesh before the torch hits. Then, whoosh! The surface begins to caramelize instantly, the soy sugars forming a smoky bronze crust over the pale white meat. No heavy seasoning, just fire, soy, and the fish's own rich texture. Meet the paddlefish, a living fossil that's been around for over 125 million years. Take a look at that massive snout. It makes up 1/3 of its entire body. But here's the thing, it's not for digging. It's a high-tech biological antenna packed with thousands of sensory receptors. In the murky depths of 20 feet, where light is a luxury, this fish can actually see the heartbeat of its prey through electrical pulses. A 7-foot machine weighing 200 pounds. It survived the mass extinction of the dinosaurs. But can it survive human greed? The answer lies in the brutal hunt coming up next. Because let's be real, to land a monster like this, you need a lot more than just luck. Guys like Bill Miller wait all year just for a shot at 2 single tags. That's it. Out here on Missouri River waters, paddlefish are filter feeders. That means they couldn't care less about your bait. The only way to catch them? Snagging. Bill has to hurl a 5-ounce treble hook to the bottom and rip it back over and over. This isn't fishing. It's a pure test of physical endurance. Look at that. The 100-pound test line is screaming. A 60-pound beast is dragging Bill right to the water's edge. He's trading his safety for a shot at a massive payday.
Ryan's hooked up. Real. Oh, big hoss. Big hoss. That's a long one. That's a long one. Another big female.
There's nothing to...
Here, throw it. Limit, baby. Got it. Woo! Gosh. Alrighty, guys, let's see what we're working with. Woo, doggy.
Power and grit got the fish in the boat, but muscles are useless for what comes next. To wake up the million-dollar treasure hidden under that sandpaper skin, we need surgical precision. The carbon steel blade goes to work. Step 1, the bleed out, a strategic cut right behind the dorsal fin to flush out that bitter red meat. Now, unzip the belly. Be as decisive as if you were skinning a trophy buck. Easy does it. Don't puncture the gut. Clear out the excess fat, hit the fin joints, and tilt that blade at a sharp 45-degree angle. Heart, guts, air bladder, pull it all out in one clean move. Now for the backstrap. Trace the spine from head to tail, hugging the cartilage so you don't waste a single ounce of meat. Separate the fillets, trim away the skin and the bloodline, leave only the best of the best. If you land a female, you're holding a check for thousands of dollars in your hands. 5-star Caviar. This liquid gold is ready for hot steel and melted butter. Don't turn away. The soul of the feast is the colossal black pearls. They melt on your tongue with a rich, buttery finish and a hint of that wild Missouri saltiness. This isn't just food. It's the breath of a lost era, preserved in tiny jewel-like shells. A single appetizer with just a fraction of an ounce of this caviar? At least $150. And then there's the meat. People call this poor man's lobster. The texture is firm, sweet, and zero bones. It's world class, from the Missouri mud to the silver platter. The paddlefish proves one thing: sometimes the ugliest creatures hold the purest value. Would you be willing to spend a week's salary just to taste time from a living fossil? If you think the paddlefish is a freak of nature, just wait until you see the next creature we found in the deep waters of Alaska. Mike Henderson is a master when it comes to the northern pike's legendary Y-bones. Electric knife work, first cut goes right down the spine to pull out the backstrap. This is the premium cut, 100% boneless.
Right at the dorsal, you come up through that. And now this is all, I'm just gonna take the skin off of this piece.
Next, carefully carves out 2 small pieces right around the anal fin. Then comes the real challenge, sliding a thin fillet knife right over that Y-bone line.
Cut down to middle of the fish. And once again, just follow that spine line down. Do the same thing. this is gonna expose them and allow you to meet up with that other cut. And then you're just gonna, like you would across the rib cage in a normal fish, you're just gonna try to stay above these Y bones. And you can see this meat is pretty free of blood. A couple of these might get in the way here, like that.